I'm not lying, guys, and this is just an amazing video because Tesla and other EVs gets massive attention on the social medias of the big range and the big, like, oh, a million miles, 2 million miles in America, and it's only had 5 batteries, blah blah blah. So much content about EV cars that are like Tesla and stuff like that. But there's other manufacturers now that are shining through and starting to prove themselves as a solid EV car. This one is a first generation 2019 Kia Niro. It's one of my mate's cars, and yeah, it's been an absolute trooper. In this video, I'm going to talk about it's just hit its 300,000 mile, and you know what? Little spoiler, it's still on the original battery, the original motors, the original brake pads, and the original discs. No word of a lie. It's just mad, isn't it? So like we always like talk in the WhatsApp group. He's one of my members, and we're always talking about it. I'm like, oh mate, unreal. Honest to cards, flipping bulletproof. So in this video, I'm going all about the 300,000 miles, how much he's cost him, how much spent, has he had any repairs and any problems in the 300,000 miles, and just proves, and it's proven more and more and more how reliable they can be, EV cars. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you know, YouTube loves interaction, so give us a little like, give us a follow, subscribe to this channel, check out Driver Matter, you know the score, do whatever you need to do, and I'll see you soon. Right guys, this is not going to be a big one, I'm just going to go straight into it, and it's a beauty, I promise you. Kia Niro 2019 First Edition 64 kilowatt battery, yeah? Now, just to give you some information, he is a private hire driver, and he goes up and down the country doing airport runs, yeah? London, Heathrow, Birmingham, up to Manchester, bum, 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 everywhere. Sometimes he's got 4 airports up and down the country, and that's why we're all like, oh, in the WhatsApp group, because he's in an electric car. And I think he does 250, 280 mile range, and he still does 500-mile days. He just blows our mind. But just to go into the details of the car, right, so it's still on the original brake pads, the original discs, the original motors, and the original battery. And he's still getting the same range he was getting at new. No word of a lie. Kia is looking a very strong competitor in the EV market, mate, as more of these videos come out. Okay, so he does long distance airport work up and down the country. He has an account with Tesla, so he charges at the Tesla charges, and also he's got an account with, I think, IONITY for cheap charging. So we're normally like a services charge will be like 80p per kilowatt. He gets it around average 40p because he's got these accounts, so it saves him a lot in the rapid charging. So he's done 300,000 miles, right? So service and costs, there is literally nothing to service on them, but with certain manufacturers you still need to get a service done, like filters, stuff like that. So his total servicing bill for the full 300,000 miles is air filters, brake fluid and screen wash, totaling £178.90. Servicing for 300,000 miles. What's that in a diesel or a petrol? Every 10,000 miles at 200 quid? Madness, right? Repairs, as in faults. So the car is a 2019, so it's coming up to 6 years old now, right? Guess what fault it's had in its full 6 years, 300,000 miles? One fault. It has had a passenger window motor fail that cost £65 in the full length of its life, promise you. Unbelievable car. We always just say he's thinking about swapping it for like a V-Class or a minibus, and he just doesn't want to get rid of it. It's just such a trooper. Tyres wise, right? So he doesn't get EV tyres, similar to myself. He just gets mid-range non-EV tyres, £100 per tyre, and 20 tyres, £2,000. Okay, so far we've had £180 in service and costs, £65 in repairs, and £2,000 in tyres. Okay, now that is it. When it comes to service and repairs and tyres, that's it. 2,000 and what? 2,250 quid in 300,000 miles. So now you're thinking, all right then, well, what about the fuel? So As an example, for 300,000 miles, I asked ChatGPT how much would it cost to do a Kia Niro hybrid, which is a petrol hybrid, and they got really good mile per gallon, and I think it'll be a really good compromise, hybrid versus EV, okay? Now the hybrid, if it done 300,000 miles, it would cost £35,700. 35 grand just in petrol. No servicing costs, no repairs, no maintenance, just petrol. Okay, so with his electric costs, I've spoke to him. He's on a bit of a bigger split. So me, I'm more like 95% home charge, 5% rapid charge because I don't do long distance, right? He does 70% home charge, thereabouts, and 30% rapid charge. Now, just to prove a point, his rapid charging is 40p per kilowatt, which is half of the big expensive fellas, right? Yeah, and his home charge at 7p per kilowatt overnight. So his home charge is 4,200 and his rapid charge is 9,000. So 70%, 4,000. 30%, 9,000. That's how expensive rapid charging is. That's why I say make sure you got a home charger to capitalise and get as much home charge as you can in. So in total, £13,200 in electric running costs. In total, electric running costs, tyres, all the repairs, all the servicing costs, the full lot, over 300,000 miles, £15,443 and 90 pence. Let's roll back to the Kia Niro hybrid petrol, 35 grand in petrol. You save 20 grand just in fuel. Honestly, crazy, innit? I just can't believe, Kia doesn't get the recognition that it should do. But you know, there's a few other cars that's coming through the troops now. The MG5, that's starting to prove itself as well, because they're used as taxis, you see. I think the Hyundai IONIQ 5s as well are proving themselves as well. By the looks of it, the electric cars are really proving themselves in the trade. Do you know what I mean? But people are just worried about it. I don't know why. I don't keep throwing mine, and I've got a very small battery compared to most. And I don't keep throwing mine with no problems. I've got another video on that on the channel. Go check it out. But yeah, that's it, guys. I just want to do a little video about, a little shout out about absolute trooper of a car. And it's the Kia Niro 2019 plate, first edition. Nice one for tuning in, guys. You know the score. Give us a little like and follow. Subscribe. You know the score. Check out drivermatty.com and everything else. And I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye. Also, thank you to I Know Who You Are for the content.